Welcome everybody to Let's Talk with Kat and Bran. We are so excited to be here. We want to thank Hamilton Radio for having us for the first of which we hope will be many shows. This is Brandon, my darling, which I'm sure many of you know. Our intention is to come to you guys every other week, possibly weekly, and talk to you about all sorts of things, not just fashion, which many of you do know us for, but lots of things like self improvement and body positivity and what else,
Upcoming
Brandon?
trends, I would
Upcoming
say.
trends, all kinds of fun things. But we thought a good way to start off the show would be to have Miss Carly Runke, who is truly one of our favorite people ever. I met Carly, how long ago, Carly? 6 years?
Yeah, but
6 or 7.
it's
Six
gotta
or
be, yeah.
7 years
A while
ago when she
ago.
came into my shop. She did go to school with my kids. She's pretty amazing. And I'm going to let her talk to you all a little bit about what she has. I don't know if you can see Carly um, very well, but she is about 3 foot tall, which is pretty tiny. But she is a very spirited, beautiful young lady, and we're excited to have her here. Um, Carly, first of all, I wanted to ask you a little bit about Morkia, what it is that you actually have, what type of dwarfism.
My dwarfism, my dwarfism is Morquio syndrome type A, and I have to look at my notes here.
Okay.
I I kind of just forget and I just do me.
That's okay.
It's a really long word.
How old were you when you were diagnosed?
I was a year and a half.
A year and a half.
Wow.
My parents noticed that like a year that there was a bump on my back,
Right.
and they already had my 2 older siblings, so they knew something just wasn't right.
Right.
And they just kept bringing me to a bunch of doctors, and actually my dad's back doctor diagnosed me.
Right.
He pulled out a book from college and he was like, I think she has Morquio syndrome type A.
Right.
Took an x-ray of me. He's like, yep, that's what she has.
And how many reported cases are there of Morquio? Do you know about?
um I believe about 1,000 worldwide. It
Right.
changes,
Right.
but not a lot of people are get the proper diagnosis because it's so rare.
Right. And how big were you when you were born? I was always curious about that. There's so much that I don't know about you. I feel like I know so much about you. Probably things we won't talk about tonight. We'll get Carly in trouble. But other things that I don't know, like those type of facts.
Well, when I was born, I was 9 pounds 5 ounces,
Wow.
22 inches long.
You're a big baby.
Yep, that's the
22
first
inches
thing
long.
my dad said.
22 inches long?
22 inches
Wow.
long. Yeah.
How big were you when you were born?
I couldn't even tell you, to be honest, actually.
Really? Call Janine.
And I really should.
I was like 8 pounds. So you are how tall now?
I am 3 foot, but at Disney, I always say I'm 40 inches, and no one questions my height.
So you can get on the
and
rides.
all my friends freak out because they think I shouldn't be going on a certain ride, and I'm like, I'm fine, and they're freaking out.
How old are you, Carly?
23,
23. That's right. We just had this discussion. Born in 1997.
96.
Oh, 96.
It's a good year.
Sorry. It was a good
It was a
year,
good
right?
year.
96 was a
Yeah.
good year. So tell me where it is that you get your confidence from, because Brandon and I, being in the business that we're in, obviously see so many girls, so many young women who are so critical of themselves. I do it. Brandon does it.
Oh, absolutely.
And
Yeah.
your confidence is amazing. And what do you attribute that to?
Um, my grandma just always told me to just be Carly.
Right.
And my family has always, like, my motto always was, don't even try to stop me
Right.
growing up. So I just always said that. And, you know, you can make two choices. Either live with your disorder and be down about it, or make a difference and prove what the doctors say wrong.
Right.
You can't do this. No, I can do that.
Right.
I will make it happen.
Right. And what is it that the doctor said? What limits did they put on you? Or what limits did they put on your parents? What did they tell you wouldn't be able to do?
Well, obviously, like, I was a cheerleader, so they told me I couldn't be a flyer. But, maybe a couple times at practice I was a flyer. Dr. Mackenzie, if you're listening, just plug your ears.
You know what? That's funny. I do have to interject for 1 second about Troy. Hey, Troy. Thank you, by the way, and I love you. Troy Alexander, whose show I was
Yep.
on, who is amazing. So there you have it, Troy. Cheerleading is a sport, because if we go back to when I was on your show, he said, "Oh, what sports do you do?" And the girl said, she named a bunch of sports. And no, I'm sorry, first she said cheerleading. And then he said, "Oh, do you do any sports?" Well, she just said cheerleading.
Right, cheerleading.
So just saying, Troy, I just wanted to bring that up, that
It's
cheerleading is a sport.
Yeah, it's very
Yes,
competitive.
it is.
And how many years did you do that for?
I cheered for Pop Warner for 3 years, and then I started having a lot of surgeries.
Okay,
And then I started back my sophomore year,
right,
and then I cheered half a year in college.
right. Now, when did you realize for the first time that you were different?
In kindergarten, actually.
Okay,
It was different because I had an aide who helped write for me and push me in my wheelchair and kind of just be my bodyguard
right,
to make sure I wasn't getting trampled.
right.
And I remember during playtime, this kid kept like coming up to me and calling me a chicken nugget, and I was really upset and I started to cry. And my friend and I met the first day of kindergarten. She was like, if you're calling Carly a chicken nugget, then you're a Big Mac with a large French fry. And I kid you not, that kid moved out of the state a week later. No one has seen him. He's
He's
And if
history.
he could see you now, right?
if he's watching this, hi.
I don't know. And Brandon, what the first time you ever met Carly? Honestly,
The first time I ever met you, I think you came in for junior prom.
Mhm.
And I think you maybe had a friend with you.
I did.
And you came in, and but I think I'd met you at like other school functions, at least seen you before.
Yeah.
And you came in and you were looking for prom, I remember. And we were trying to figure out what to put you in.
Yeah.
Whether, something to still make you look taller.
Yeah.
it was challenging.
It was a little
We put
challenging.
you in a halter because we
But-
said that'll make you look
Right.
longer.
But we
Yeah.
made it work. And, of course, needed a little bit of a hem.
Little bit.
Just a little bit of a hem.
We've actually put
But we
Carly
made it
in
work.
many dresses that were short dresses that worked as
Absolutely.
long dresses.
Yeah. For one of the
Because-
fashion shows I did with you.
Yes, you did. Many fashion shows. Well, that's the thing. And like I've said to you many times, and I've said it to Brandon, and I've said it to pretty much everybody who has met you, and you've met a lot of my family.
Yeah.
You really are my littlest, biggest inspiration.
Oh, thank
I
you.
don't think you realize how many lives you touch. And I told you this today. We were talking earlier that even through school, and maybe you didn't see it at the time, maybe you didn't see it in high school, but in retrospect, I'm sure those kids look back and think, wow, what a little powerhouse she is.
Yeah.
Because nothing stops you.
Yeah.
And, I forgot, unfortunately, to give the gentleman some pictures, to give Doc G some photos of you that we could have posted. But we're going to give out your Instagram so people can follow you.
Yes.
And people can see you out partying, in Atlantic
yeah.
City and at the clubs and all that, and dancing and having a good time.
Oh, yeah.
So, also, just tell me other than what your grandmother had told you about confidence, obviously you have your bad days, everybody does.
Of course.
But
Those rainy days when
Right.
it's raining and my body just aching because it feels like it's 110 years old, I think to myself, why do I have Markia? And then why am I me? Why was I picked to have Markia? And then I'll just, talk to my friends and they're like, Carly, we wouldn't want to live life without you. You're a
Oh,
big
yeah.
part of our lives, and I've never thought like that down, like negative at all. But like, there are days,
Right.
and you just gotta pick yourself back up. You
Right.
gotta go on your social media and be like, oh, you know what? I need to go back to the time when I was in Atlantic City celebrating my friend's birthday.
Absolutely.
Or going to my little people conferences once a year and living my best life,
Right.
as Mike the Situation would say.
Right, right.
Big fan.
Yes. And you did meet some Jersey Shore people. I might be plugging myself a little bit, but you definitely did. Who did you meet? Who would you say that has inspired you most?
I would say Jenny Farley, JWoww.
Jay, wow. No, so the silence. No, I like Jenny still.
What would
As
you
you know,
say
Thank you.
what inspires you about her?
She just doesn't care what people think.
No, she doesn't.
She doesn't care. She will tell you how she feels, and bottom line, if you don't like her, she don't like you.
Right.
Very true.
She actually posted for your, I think it was junior prom, correct, on your Instagram. She
Yeah.
started following you because Brandon and I know Jenny, and we introduced you to her, and then she followed you on social media, and I think she gave you a shout out for your
She
junior
did.
prom. That was probably pretty cool.
Yeah,
Right.
on Twitter she did.
Yeah, Twitter. And so I don't even have a Twitter, to be honest with you.
We do. We have a Twitter.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just
don't
don't
know.
really. I don't really understand the concept of using
Yeah, me
Twitter.
neither. If there's not a picture in it, I don't understand.
Yeah.
What's the point? So what else? There's so many things I want to ask you. Were you ever, other than the chicken nugget, which I don't even understand, that kid sounds a little moronic to me because calling someone a chicken nugget isn't really, right? What does that
Yeah,
even mean?
I don't get that.
Did you get bullied?
A couple times. Like in middle school, someone called me a white, ugly M word.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
I
But
think middle school's the worst. There's so
Oh,
much
yeah.
bullying in middle schools
Oh,
today.
and then like the beginning years of my high school, I hit puberty, gained a couple pounds, and everyone's like, "She's pregnant," and I'm like,
Oh.
"Does it look like this body could carry a baby?
Okay.
Have you seen me?"
Okay. But actually now that body can carry a baby, obviously.
My doctors tell me no.
Okay.
Strictly no. There
Right.
are other people with Morchio that have had babies,
Right.
but their torso's a lot longer
Okay.
than mine
Right.
because I had my neck fusion
Right.
at 2.5.
Right.
My doctor, they're like, there's no way, just
But that wouldn't stop you from adopting someday.
no.
And
I just want to be a really cool aunt, though.
you want to be a really cool aunt.
That's
Is
Well,
that?
you already are the really cool aunt.
Yes, that's right. You have a nephew. How old is your nephew?
I have a 7-year-old nephew, a 3-year-old nephew, a 1, and a niece.
And
So you have 3 nieces and nephews altogether. 2 nephews, 1 niece.
3 nephews.
3. Just 3 nephews altogether.
3 nephews, 1 niece.
Oh, 1
isn't
niece.
one
Okay.
Fallon? No, Talon. No, what's his name?
Talent.
Talon.
Oh, I got it right. That's pretty good. I'm impressed with my memory.
Yeah.
Okay, speaking of surgeries, how many surgeries have you had over the years?
Over 30.
Wow.
I've kind of stopped counting.
Yeah.
Now,
I'm sorry, go
do
ahead,
you,
Bryn.
will you have to have surgeries throughout your entire life? Will you have to have surgeries throughout your entire life?
Right now I haven't had any big major surgery. My last major surgery was 3 years ago when I had my trachea reconstruction. I was the 4th person in the Morchio world to have that surgery.
Wow.
And what did that entail? What did that entail?
It was to shorten my trachea so I could breathe better.
Okay.
Because before that, I would just
I do kind of remember. I remember when you had your trachea surgery. And now that you're saying that, I do notice a difference. It's
Yeah.
funny. In your breathing
Yeah.
is
I don't
very
sound
different.
like Darth Vader.
Yes, it used to be a little more. Yeah, it was a little more like I could hear you breathe more. It was more
Yeah, yeah.
nasally almost, I guess. So they shortened the trachea.
Hmm.
I
I
understand.
Nope.
won't get into details about that. You don't
Okay.
even want to
Okay.
Where did you have to go for the surgery for that?
know. Alfred I. DuPont Children's Hospital in Wilmington, Delaware.
Okay.
I've been going there since I was 5 years old.
Right.
I have a whole team of doctors there, and I would not be alive without them.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. And I think it's nice they do see you, even though, right, it's a children's hospital, but
They
the-
have a special program for kids with dwarfism and I believe a heart disease that we can stay until we're 35, but we need to raise that age up, please. Cause
I say that's going to be right around the corner for you.
Yes, exactly. You're not
You're not
getting
too
any
far
younger,
off from that.
Carly. You're catching up with me.
you're young.
Yeah, I'm so young. That's what Troy said too. Gosh.
You're
I'm
getting
just-
older. We're getting younger.
Exactly.
Yes.
So I wanted to ask you a question. This is actually something that's been on my mind. I know that you go to your conventions. You have
Yes.
your Little People Association, which I think is wonderful. And
Those are the best weeks of my life. That week, I literally count down the day that
Aw.
I leave till the day that it starts back up.
so it's once a week.
Once it's
Once
a
a-
week,
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. A week,
a week in the
once
summer.
a year.
Yes.
Where's it at?
Every year it's in a different state.
Okay.
So like one year is in Orlando, another year is in Baltimore, not Baltimore, Boston. Then San Francisco is this summer, San Diego, Denver, Colorado.
Right. Now, what do they do at these events when you go to
They-
the Little People conventions? I know they do fashion shows because
do
I've seen you
fashion
modeling our
shows.
dresses.
Yes. I wore my senior prom dress 4 times that year.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We have to get you some more dresses. Gosh, this looks terrible for us.
Same dress 4 times. We can't do
Yeah,
that.
right? Oh my gosh.
That's funny.
Repeating a dress.
No.
That's a major fashion
Yeah.
faux pas.
Don't wanna do
We'll get
that.
into that another time, another week. Discussion for another time.
Yeah. But no, the conferences, there's the meetings where you can actually meet with the doctors at different hospitals. I know my doctors from DuPont go there and they have a free clinic for people that can't travel all the way to Delaware or their insurance doesn't cover the hospital and tries to help them go to different hospitals so that they could be treated correctly with the right doctors
Right.
and the right care.
But other than the medical, there's also
And then there's
a lot of socializing.
teen meetings. There's the dances every night from 9 p.m. to 1 a.m.
1 a.m. What are you doing up at that hour? This is
That's
late for me.
early.
I know. Brandon's home watching Golden
Yeah,
Girls
exactly.
until
At,
10
like-
p.m. and then he
and, like,
falls
passing
asleep with a
out.
hard
Oh,
candy.
you're not a golden girl.
No, he.
Oh no, I've done
he
that
really
before.
does.
I
No.
pass out with hard candies in my mouth all the
No,
time.
he really does. It scares
She yelled
me.
at me one time.
Carly, I
Yeah.
really think he's gonna something's gonna happen. I'm gonna get the call.
I woke up one
Because
morning, it was
it
stuck
was-
on my sheet. Yep.
He goes, yeah, he really is an old man. So he loves the Golden Girls and he loves hard candy. So one
Yep.
morning he called me and he said the hard candy was stuck to his shirt. I guess it fell out of his mouth.
Yep.
And I was very upset because he could have choked.
She called me yelling at me.
Someone
Yes.
has to yell at you.
I wasn't.
This is true.
Does your mother hear this? You need-
Yeah, Janine.
I'm sure my mother will.
Janine's a sweetie.
She'll
She
be like,
raised
"Oh, I
a
didn't know
very nice
this."
boy. Can we just say that too? That she did. Janine raised a very nice
I've
boy.
heard a couple people say that.
Very nice guy.
Yes.
I know a lot of people don't see that side, but no, I'm teasing.
You don't see my
He's
nice
like-
side? People don't see my nice side?
People just said we were just told you were intimidating.
I'm not. Carly, am I intimidating?
Carly, be honest. If you didn't know him, would he be intimidating? Be honest.
No.
Carly, she's so full of shit. You're full of shit. Okay.
People don't intimidate me.
Well, that's true. This is true, and I give you so much credit. Okay, so the
I
other
intimidate
thing
them. But
I want this is true. What I wanted to ask you. So, okay, the Little People conventions, and I know you do talk about your Little People friends.
Mm-hmm.
So Brandon and I, we wouldn't be little people. We are what?
you guys, our term for you guys are the the APs, and that's average people.
We're average people.
Okay.
You guys are just average.
I know. I don't know that I like this so much, right?
And
We're the
then
average.
We're the LPs.
You're the
and
LPs.
We're little people.
And we're the APs.
Okay.
You're the APs. Yep.
Can we be like the AAPs, like above average people?
No,
No.
that's not how it
It's
works.
only AP and LP.
All right. I have a question for you.
Oh boy.
She can tell by my face what kind of question it is. Okay, I'm just wondering, and we won't say as far as women are concerned because that wouldn't be fair because you're an AP. No, you're an
She's an
LP,
LP.
and I'm an AP.
Okay.
So as far as guys are concerned, who are better kissers, LPs or APs?
She went there.
APs.
Oh, okay. Score one for the APs. They are, huh?
Yeah.
So now, do you see yourself married to an AP or an LP?
Probably more an AP, but
So they can
Yeah.
reach the high shelves?
yeah.
That would be handy,
I'll
right?
say I need that too.
Yeah, but then, like, if we ever got into a fight, I don't want him to just put me on top of the refrigerator. How would I get down?
That's funny. That's true. An LP couldn't do that. Couldn't get you up there, right?
Nope.
Now, haven't you met some interesting people from television shows? Like, didn't you meet the one guy? He's in a. No, am I wrong?
Who?
He does a show on TLC.
The roll-offs?
Is that what it is?
I don't
Is
know.
he a
I don't
little
watch
person?
TLC.
Little People, Big World?
Oh, okay. I've seen that
Was it?
before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know them.
You do know that? Okay.
I do know them, yeah.
Okay. Did you kiss him?
No.
Oh, it sounded awfully defensive. Are you sure?
No, he...
Did,
Don't
yeah,
fight it.
Continue. Continue.
No, I've never...
I feel
I've
like there's a
only
story
kissed,
behind
like,
this.
a couple little people.
You've only kissed a couple of little people,
Yeah.
but so you've kissed more APs.
Yeah.
Anybody we know?
I don't think so.
Ooh, this is getting
Juicy.
Nobody from Central?
Two.
Oh, two
Two,
from
okay.
Central.
So it's got to be someone we know.
What year were they?
I'm not going into details.
What? Oh.
Actually,
What?
I have a question.
My brother is listening.
So what? He can handle it. You're a grown woman.
I-
And she's 23. Get over it.
I
love
no,
Ed
I'm
has-
not worried about him. I'm worried about his friend next to him.
Oh, the one that came in today?
Yeah.
Oh, he's cute too. Your brother has beautiful eyes. Just saying. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm very happily taken. I was gonna say, I'm very happily. I don't know what I am, but I'm very happy.
I wanted to ask you, in the state of New Jersey, is there anyone else with your form of dwarfism?
No.
No, so you're the only one in New Jersey. Wow.
Yeah. That's what I know of. If you do have more healing in New Jersey, let me know.
Yeah, that's funny. You know what? I wanted to just address two things real quick. Two quotes that are on your Facebook that I found amazing. And the first one is, and I don't know how long this has been on there. I don't go on everybody's Facebook all that much because I do have a lot of, I have so many friends. That sounds so crazy, but it's true. But I noticed today that one of your quotes is, you were given this life because you're strong enough to live it.
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard that saying before. I've never heard that quote, but it is amazing and it's awesome and it's obviously how you live your life. You know, you have, like I said, such
I
a
just don't look back.
You
Yeah.
can't.
Just you keep going forward.
absolutely. And the other one that I found really interesting, and again, I'd never heard this one. Challenges are what makes life interesting. Overcoming them makes life meaningful. And that is really, again, how I see you living your life. I mean, you are just, since the first time I met you, like I said, a real powerhouse, a real inspiration. So I wanted to get into some other things. I know you're writing a book or would like to write a book. How far along are you into that process?
I would say still more in the beginning of it, because I don't know where I want to start.
Right.
It's
At the beginning.
like, do I start
good
from
answer.
like when I came out, or when I start when I remember it?
Right.
You
right.
know,
Oh, yeah, that makes
or
sense.
do I want to go to a more medical with it, or do I want to go more Carly with it.
Right.
Well, I
'Cause
think it
to
could
me,
be a
I don't live.
combination of both. I definitely think it's something you should do because I feel like so many people
Mhm.
could learn so much
Yeah.
from you.
Yeah.
Which brings me to another point, and with my ADD, I have to bring up the point when I'm thinking of it. Um, when you meet new people,
Yeah.
would you prefer them just to talk to you and ask what it is that I mean, you're obviously different.
Mhm.
You're much smaller.
Oh yeah.
So, and dwarfism is up to what, maybe 4'10", 4'11".
4'11". I have a couple friends that are like 5 foot.
Okay. So with
They're
you,
technically not
right,
dwarves, but
even around other little people, you're still much smaller.
yeah.
So would you prefer that people just talk to you about it or ask you about it?
Yes.
You would. Because
Yes.
what do you get? Remarks
I
and
get the remarks, or like if a little kid's wondering, their parents will like shove them away and like, you don't do that. Like, they're
okay.
curious, Kids
Right. They don't
need to
understand.
know.
Right. And I agree with you. I
Like,
agree with you
I
100%.
go to my nephew's soccer and football games, and the kids will come up to me. Like, kid came up to me a few weeks ago, and he goes, "Did you know you're short?" And me and my
Oh.
brother just like played along with it the whole time. We're like, "I am," and he's like,
Uh,
"She is." And I'm
yeah.
like, "I didn't know this."
Right.
The
So
kid
it's good.
probably went home and his head is like spinning right now.
Yeah, to find the humor in it. Yeah, I think that's so important because I think people with, and I don't want to even use the word disability
No,
because I see you as very abled, and I feel like in so many ways,
you just see me as Carly.
yeah,
Right.
absolutely
Because that's how we met you.
right,
Mhm.
You
right,
know what I mean?
Yeah.
and I think that also as far as disabilities, we're all
Ev-
disabled in one form or another. We're all
Everyone has
disabled.
Absolutely.
something that they're not willing to share it.
Right.
Obviously, I can't hide mine.
Right. Well, that's what I was going to say. I think I spoke with you about this briefly, and I know Brandon would probably relate to this very well. Brandon and I are not the type of people who necessarily go out in public and try to blend. We
Yeah, I would agree with that.
we don't really blend, and it's okay with us that we don't blend.
Yeah.
Although there are times, and I think I said this to you, you
Mhm.
know, if I'm running to the grocery store and I just don't feel like talking or being chatty and living in a town where a lot of people, or I'm going to get my nails done and I'm in a rush and I don't put my makeup on, I can throw on sunglasses.
Mhm.
I can blend, if I want to throw a baseball cap on, and I can blend. Living in your tiny frame, you can't blend.
Not at all. There's people that know me that swear that they've met me before, and I'm like, well, if you have, it probably was like 10 plus years ago, and I
Right.
don't remember you because you're not in my life anymore.
Right.
Or they just know me because they know of me.
Right.
Right.
How is it when you go to new places, for example, Atlantic City?
Um, I'll get some stares, but I'm usually like with like a couple other of my little people friends too,
Right.
so it's like they're staring at all of us.
Right.
And one of my other friends was like, I never realized like how much people just stare at you guys. It's like, yeah, it's like we're some freak show just walking in and taking
Oh,
over. But it's not. We're just like, you know what? We're gonna be us, and we're just gonna
absolutely.
do it.
Well, you're
We're
no
gonna go out.
different. The only difference is your size.
Exactly
At the end of the day, the only difference is
my size.
your height.
That's it.
It's as simple as that. And people need to get over that. And like I said, for me, it was, and I was honest with you, the first time I met you in person, I did think the first thought was, as owning a dress shop, I'm dressing you, and oh, this is going to be a challenge.
Yeah.
And now, like I said, I don't even see your height
Yeah. The
anymore.
next year, Brandon was like, I have a dress ready. This
Oh,
is
Right,
yeah.
right. He knows.
Yeah, we were prepared by then.
Right. So who is it? And I don't want to be insulting to your AP friends, and I don't want to be insulting to your LP friends. But do you have a preference as far as going out, or I'm sure you feel like your LP friends can relate to you more and can understand you more, being in a
I
more similar situation.
I mean, I love going out with all of them.
Right.
I love going out as a group with my AP friends and my LP friends. Um, if I'm with like we're going out with my little people friends, like I'll invite like a couple extra AP just as like for safety,
Right.
because there are people that would try to take advantage,
Okay.
because there are people that are their fetishes are little.
Yes. You know what? I'm glad you brought that up because I wasn't sure
Mhm.
if you would be comfortable talking about that
Mhm.
because
There's-
yes, I've heard of that and
Yeah.
that, right?
I've never
That's-
heard of that before.
Yes.
Like
And
I've had like people come up to me when I'm out and they're like, "You you want to go get it tonight? Like you're on my bucket list." And I'm like,
what do you, and if you say, you can say it because this is not
I-
SCC
and I'm
regulated. So
like-
you could say whatever you want.
I usually go out with like my brother or like my AP friends, and I'll just be like, "Ed, it's time to go."
Yeah.
Right.
Now, do you say anything to these people that say that?
I just kind of just try to like get away from them once I find that out, and I
Right.
try to avoid them.
Right. Right.
And like I try to only go to places where like I know the bartenders, I know the security guards,
Right. Right.
and I'll just like
Well, because
have
we
eye
know you like
contact
to
with
go
them.
out and maybe throw back a few.
Mhm.
Just saying.
Yeah.
But as a matter of fact, today I texted you and you called me back at 1 p.m. and I said, "What are you doing?" And you said, "I just woke up."
At
Yeah.
1 o'clock. Half the day's over
Because
by
what
then.
was she doing last night?
I would drink
Well, I did
Drinking
see,
what?
I see.
Apple cider?
rum and wine.
Rum
I say
and
I did
wine.
see the bottle of wine in your Snapchat story.
Yeah.
Well, she is legal. It's allowed.
Yeah.
She's so funny. She told me that she wasn't going to come to the show hungover. I said, probably not. You'll still be drunk. So now, can
But
you
I'm
take?
not. I'm good.
You're good right
I'm
now.
good.
Is that
Yeah.
water or vodka? Should we taste it, Brandon? Are
Do I
we
have to
good?
smell it?
I don't
like
know.
water.
Are you
Smells
sure?
like water.
It's sealed.
I don't know. I'm
I
gonna
can't
take this
even
something
open a bottle of water.
else. You really can't?
No.
Brandon, open her
Do I
water.
open it for you?
What kind of gentleman are you?
Thank you.
See, this is the problem with APs.
I-
They don't even know how to open the bottle of water.
My whole family
There
is
we
just so used to unscrewing the water bottles.
Okay, is it that you can't or you don't want to?
No, I can't. I don't have any strength in my hands.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah. So like, growing up, my school always had me like an OT to like try to like make my hands stronger. I just don't have the strength to. Like I wouldn't have the strength to turn a car.
Right.
wheel
Okay.
and stuff,
Right. So the things you don't do. Sometimes you're in a wheelchair because your legs get tired.
My legs get tired. Safety.
Okay. Right. Because obviously you could get trampled.
My knees always give out.
Okay.
So
And so with the Morquillo, other than the obvious, which would be the height,
Mhm.
and you had mentioned something about a spinal a fusion. What
Yeah.
is this? I know you go for what kind of infusions?
I get weekly enzyme replacement.
Okay,
infusion.
enzyme replacement. And what is that for?
It's because my disorder is lacking an enzyme that we need in our body.
Okay.
So it's when I get the enzyme, it's getting rid of the waste.
Okay.
At least that's the way I'm explained. If I'm wrong, just look it up.
Okay. You just Google it.
So now,
I really don't focus on my disorder that much. I just live me.
absolutely.
And when medical stuff pops up, medical stuff pops up.
Right. Right.
I just go about it then.
Right.
But
And that's good. And I think I told you before we started the show that the reason you're so much more than your Morquillo, than your condition.
mhm.
But, I wanted to get more facts about it because I thought it was important to put it out
Yeah.
there. And we definitely are going to have you back for, another show. But I did want to get some more detail. So I don't want you to think we're just concentrating on that because
Yeah, no, no.
we, Carly, see you as much more than just
Yeah.
Morquillo. We see you for the person that you are. So tell us some other things. What do you do for fun besides drinking? What do you like to do?
Just drink, cat. My goodness. Well, obviously, I'm writing my book. I'm trying to become TikTok famous now. So
What is this TikTok? I've heard so much about this
it's
TikTok.
like 10-second videos. Me and my brother made a video of me riding on the Walmart cart.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? I think I did see. I think you sent it to
I
me.
think I did. Yeah. Yeah, that was fun.
Somebody mentioned TikTok. I thought it was a dating site.
Nah.
Oh my
Okay.
I mean,
God.
there might be one. Who knows?
You never know.
Yeah, it was that you never
These
know.
kids
Notice.
nowadays make up
Right?
everything.
So, how long has TikTok been around?
I think like a year, because it was Musically, and
Okay.
then it turned into TikTok.
Okay.
But
And-
is it for singing or
It's really for anything.
is it
You can
almost
make-
like the old version of Vine? I remember Vine years ago.
Yeah,
but
but it's kind of like Vine.
okay.
Like, it's just like a bunch of crazy videos. There's like videos of people like mimicking like a part of a show,
Okay.
or there's like girls like talking about boyfriend problems. It's like I can
And
watch
where do you
TikTok.
watch it? Where do people
People just
on your
literally
computer,
post
on your
anything.
phone?
It's an app.
So you watch it on your phone.
Yeah, I can watch TikTok for hours.
Okay. So you've never watched it?
Oh gosh, no.
No.
I've seen the one that she's talking about.
Right, right.
Yeah, because
I'm
I
ch-
sent it to him.
Some of the girls at the store do it. I know.
I would say, yeah, I've seen people
Yeah.
at work do it before.
Is it? I've heard like models, girls have modeled on there and become famous or something. Is that? I
Yeah.
don't even know if that's true.
Like
This is
there's
what they
this
told
one
me.
that's like
I think
it's
maybe
like
I'm
I
just being
just did a
gullible.
bad thing, and they're like someone will like do something like of something I'm doing bad, like forgetting to wear their shoes to work or locking themselves out of their car or
And they
not
get
putting
famous
a bra
from this?
on, like
Not
like,
put a bra on?
Yes,
Oh, that's a bad thing. No, I'm teasing.
I guess for some girls. I wouldn't leave my house without a bra. But
Okay, there was something else I wanted to ask you that was really, I thought it was really important, but I guess it's not that important if I can't remember what it was. Okay, give me some pros and cons. Some pros to being
pros,
small stature.
you can still buy things from the children's stores.
Okay.
Or so you're
so-
saving money.
Absolutely, we like
Oh.
that.
We're
A
saving money.
bargain. And where because, okay, tonight I'm going to say you always look adorable, but tonight I'm really loving this
boots.
outfit.
Thank you.
The boots that I thought were thigh highs,
Yes.
but they fit you
They
like
don't
thighs.
make little people.
They don't
size.
make little
Yeah.
people. You know what? That's just what we need.
Well, wait, I remember you saying something online about there's a woman that you order shoes from.
Yeah, the little shoe store. Her name is Cindy.
Okay.
Okay,
And-
Cindy, we're plugging Cindy
Because I
from the
saw
little
that
shoe
like
store.
they do like stilettos and that kind of stuff.
She had like a bunch of different heels and stuff. I should have brought some in. I have like 10 of her heels that I wear for her fashion shows. I wish I knew about her shoes when I was in high school looking for heels for prom.
Right.
Remember you like did
Yep.
varsity
Yes,
prom heels?
remember
But
you
you know what?
made
Now,
those?
now I'm just curious. Now, with the way those shoes have to be made, is there a cost difference? Like, what does a pair of
Yes.
shoes like that go for?
Like her shoes are more towards like 50, 75.
Okay, so
100.
still not too bad.
No.
That's your average pair
They're,
of shoes
they're not
nowadays.
Payless, you know.
Right.
Oh man, I miss Payless. I do miss Payless.
But what she saves in clothes, she can
True,
spend
we
on
can spend on the
shoes because she's
shoes.
shopping in the
Right.
Yeah.
But okay, this little bustier isn't from any children's store I've ever seen, and if it is,
No.
it should go out of business
no,
immediately.
this is Express.
Have to plug
Oh.
Express.
Oh, are we plugging Express? If we're plugging
course.
Express, we're
She's-
plugging New York City Glitz. Just saying. Can we say that again? New York City
I would say we
Glitz.
never. We didn't
Can we
actually,
say it
we
again?
didn't open up with that.
New York City Glitz
New York City.
Have to like
Glitz.
is
chant
what
it.
the best dress shop ever. Just saying. Yeah, if we're going to talk about Express. So the little bustier came from Express,
Yeah, so like I'm a kids and bottom,
right?
and then I'm an adult and tops.
In here, in this general area.
Yeah.
Okay. So where do you buy your bras? Victoria's,
Victoria's Secret,
probably.
Pink, Aerie.
What's Aerie? Is this something else? Is this like
Oh,
TikTok?
Aerie's popular.
Aerie's
Is it as popular as TikTok?
Yeah,
It's more popular
it's
than
part of
TikTok.
it's like a diversion
just-
of American Eagle,
Yeah.
but it's for like lingerie and
Okay.
sleeping
Sleeping
attire.
stuff, yeah. Sweatshirts.
How did I not know this? Is
And they
it
have
on-
extra, extra small, so it works out for me.
They have. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And what about the sweater? The sweater's adorable.
This one? This is Old Navy.
Old Navy. Look at all these stores getting plugs from Carly.
But we're still plugging again New York City Glitz.
Yes, we are plugging New
Yes.
York City Glitz, the best dress shop ever. Did you
Yes.
ever buy a dress or a gown? And we'll put her on the spot here because we can search for pictures from way back when. Have you ever purchased a gown from any other dress shop? Imagine there's a light like hanging over you right now as we're
Exactly,
asking you.
like
Any other
Couple?
Carly? Oh wait, here we go. I'm going to ask again. Carly Runke
Yes.
on the night of September 4th, 2002.
Uh-huh.
Did you? Oh no, I'm making shit up. Okay.
I'm thinking, wow, that's a
Well, you're like, wow,
I
she
Ironic
remember
date.
that
she was
day.
5. Have you ever purchased a gown from another dress shop?
I have cheated on NYC.
Oh, wait, I might need another bottle of water. Wait, did she just say she purchased
She did.
another gown from? I'm not going to mention any dress shops, but was it in New Jersey? Can I have a tissue, please?
It's only Sheen.
Does anybody
Oh, okay.
does
the
anybody
Shein-
have a tissue?
It's Sheen. The dress was $15.
It was from where?
Sheen.
Where's-
It's like an app for like a China website. I've heard of
Oh,
it
it was
before.
online?
Yeah.
Oh,
That
that's
doesn't
okay.
count.
That's okay. Do you have a picture of it?
Probably somewhere on my phone.
Something tells me it was.
Can you delete that picture immediately? It better
would-
not be on social media for the world to see.
I
She's
wore
like,
it in one of the little people factories.
Traitor.
I know, right? Wow.
Traitor.
So the truth comes out. Okay, Carly, so you just got your hair done.
Yes.
Now, I'm going to say you went to my hair girl because we both love the same hair girl, Salon Elemis.
Yes. I went to Leanne.
I love Leanne. Corinne does my hair, but I really do love Leanne. And
Yes.
Brandon is getting his hair done. Finally, he's listening.
Yes,
Sorry,
I need to
Mark, but he goes to a barber,
need to
but a really chic barber.
Bite the bullet and.
Leanne, he needs an opening this week.
I
too.
know. Thursday. I'm off.
Oh,
It's my
you're
day
going
off.
Thursday?
I'm gonna try.
No,
to.
I need you to work Thursday, actually,
okay.
so you're not going Thursday. No, that's not true.
Colin sick.
That's not true. Oh, no.
I can't come in.
Oh, no.
Yeah. All right. I never call out sick. Ever.
You got the flu.
No. She's not gonna believe that.
Whoa. No.
I played hooky from school a few times.
I'm sure you did.
I could easily talk my dad into it.
It's not as easy to play hooky from work.
So, okay, let's get back to, I want to get a little bit back into now your family, your mom and your dad.
Yes.
I know them both, lovely people.
Yes.
How have they handled all this? How do you think they have? I'm sure they've helped you out through a lot of this. Your mom, I know, is very, very involved.
Yes.
And I know you said, you're very close with your grandmother who did pass, correct?
My grandma passed away 3 years ago. Yeah.
Okay. Now, that was your mother's,
My dad's mother.
that was your dad's mother.
Mhm.
And your mother, how has she helped you along with all this?
She's just always, with my motto growing up, I always said, "Don't even try to stop me."
Right.
And she'd just live life to the fullest, do you, and make the world a better place.
Right. Absolutely. And I think you do that. I really do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I
Yeah,
really.
my mom is like my best friend. We watch, Grey's Anatomy sometimes together,
Yeah.
and we shop together. We do everything together. My mom's been there every surgery, every
Right.
situation, and I would not be here without her.
Oh. Yeah. She's a
She
good
made
lady.
sure that when I was diagnosed, she found out what hospital I needed to go to, what doctors I needed to see. She was on the internet all the time.
Right.
My mom even retired early so that I could go to DuPont.
Right.
So that she
Right.
had better insurance, so I could go there.
Right.
I'm actually curious now. So, with the form of dwarfism that you have, is there any trace in like the genes or?
My mom and dad are both carriers.
Okay.
So that is why I am Markio.
Okay.
My siblings, well, one of them was tested, and my sister, she's a carrier.
Okay.
But
Now, do they know anybody back in the history of your family who had it for them to be
we
carriers?
haven't gone that far yet.
Okay. Right.
But like when my parents were tested, they almost their doctors were like, your blood and your genes are so close that you guys could be related.
Really?
So that was my parents were like freaked out by that. They're like,
Right.
really?
Yeah. Well, it is South Jersey. No, I'm kidding. I love you,
Ah,
Carly's
you
parents.
never
You know. Yeah. So what else do you like to do for fun? You like to go out, you like to shop, you go out to eat a lot, I see.
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing? What are your favorite foods?
I love Chegg. It's chicken or the egg and LBI.
Do you know I've never been there?
I've never been there
But
either.
I've heard so many
That is
things.
their
Nice. Look, we're
chicken.
plugging them too.
Their chicken is so good.
Yeah.
I just buy the sausage by the gallon,
Right.
have eggs in the morning, dump that.
But now,
sauce
what's
right
so
out.
different about the sauce?
The sauce is like they're all custom sauce. Like the sauce I like is bee sting, and it's like
Bee sting?
bee sting. It's buffalo sauce and honey mixed together.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, my mom actually makes stuffed peppers with it,
Oh.
and then she makes a buffalo chicken lasagna. That's really good.
Sounds like me with all that cooking.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Oh, I made sausage and peppers just like 2 weeks ago. Just
that was
saying.
actually just this week.
Oh, it was
it
this
was- it
weekend.
was
I
very
bought
good.
you in some
Yep.
for
You
lunch. I
guys
did.
will have to come over when my mom makes buffalo chicken lasagna.
Well,
would
I'm
love
sad.
really good.
I feel like we all have to go to Chegg now
That too.
and try this because now they're open all year round too. I heard.
And now they're open, yeah, all year round.
Okay.
I was
You've
sad-
gone to Chegg?
No, I've never been there before. I've heard good things about it though.
It's a BYOB too, so like you can
See, I don't like BYOBs.
Why?
no.
No,
Because
I
Brandon likes his martini. Well, I guess
Yeah.
you could make your own martini at the table.
could, but then you have to bring like the little tiny like shooters.
I like getting a
and...
little bottle of wine, like a self bottle. I just bring that in.
That's cute. I like that. I like that.
But now, so you drink wine with your chicken wings?
Yes.
Huh, that's a different combination.
So
Even though-
Carly, oh, I'm so sorry.
I
to
could drink. I guess I could drink a martini with some chicken wings too, easily.
And I order off the kids menu.
I drink
Oh,
martinis,
I really
chocolate
Sorry, except
martinis.
You drink martinis.
I like
that,
chocolate martinis,
Mm-hmm.
and I like cotton candy
Oh,
martinis.
I love the. Have you had them at Fridays?
Yes, and I always ask for extra cotton candy.
Yes.
Oh my God, it's
that's disgusting.
look at Brandon's
My limit
face.
is
You know
three,
what?
though.
See, this is why Brandon's intimidating because he's a snob because he won't drink a martini
Oh.
from Fridays.
No.
And you don't know what you're missing.
I don't want. My
Do you remember those
martini-
martinis we had in Texas?
Those were good.
What were they? Watermelon.
Watermelon.
Ooh, they were
I
really
forgot-
good.
I
We're
forgot
gonna
the
have
name
to
of the
go back to
place.
Texas
Yeah, just for those
a
martinis.
watermelon.
They were really good.
A watermelon.
We went to.
It was all the way in Texas.
Yeah, we went to Dallas one time.
Yeah, that was.
We were on a buying trip. Whatever.
I'm going to Texas this summer. Actually, that's where the Little People of America.
Oh,
conference
really?
Is. Yeah.
What part of Texas?
Austin.
Okay.
Okay, very nice.
Yeah,
I
it's
want-
always over the 4th of July, so we.
Yeah. I want to talk about something else important. And I know we don't have that much time left, but it's something I definitely want to talk about. I want to learn more about. I have purchased a few things to try to help out, but Alyssa's Avengers. If you could
Yes.
tell us a little about Alyssa's Avengers. Alyssa, who I don't believe that I ever met. I knew of her. I know she was a very good friend of yours. And she had, what,
She had
cerebral?
cystic fibrosis.
Cystic fibrosis. Okay.
Yes. I met her in social studies at Central,
Okay.
and I didn't know she had cystic fibrosis. And I went to her house, and her whole family's there. She has an Italian family, so everyone's there for New Year's, and her dad was like, I want to meet her before, because she would come to my house. And she was like, no, my dad won't let me go out, but you just come here. I'm like, okay. And her aunts, sat me down and told me she had cystic fibrosis. And, we just bonded so much over, the medical things, like having problems with our insurance company, or having cute doctors or cute nurses, and the special things we like at the hospitals and stuff. we used to run around the mall in Tom's River, and we called each other the ugly twin, trying to get boyfriends.
Oh, stop.
She got all the boyfriends, and I just
You were just kissing them all. They weren't your boyfriends. You
no,
were just
no.
kissing,
And kicking them to
trying
the
out the
curb.
Central boys.
She was kissing them. I would just the third wheel, just like, all right, Alyssa.
Yeah,
let's
okay.
go." But so she passed away in 2016.
Wow.
Her heart just stopped, and her godmother, Cheryl. Hi, Cheryl. I know you're watching. And
Hi, Cheryl.
How old was she?
She was 19.
Wow.
And so, how long did you know Alyssa before
I
she
only
passed?
knew her like 4 or 5 years.
4 or 5 years is a
But-
long
It's a long
time
time.
when you're
We-
22 years old.
We
Her
called
passing
each
at
other
19.
Twinsters.
Yes, I remember
I
that.
have a tattoo with a purple rose, and it
Oh,
says Twinster on the back of my shoulder for her.
oh.
And
I don't know that much about cystic fibrosis. I believe it attacks the
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 lung and the
lungs-
pancreas.
the lungs and the pancreas.
believe.
She was a little tiny thin
Yeah,
girl,
yeah.
correct? She was a very pretty
Yeah,
girl.
no, we'd wrestle, and I'd pin her to the ground, and her grandma would be like, "Hold her down." I'm like, "All right."
Yeah. So she passed at 19, which I was devastating for you, I'm sure, and her
Mhm.
family.
It was hard. And that same year, the year that my grandma passed away,
Oh.
so
Yeah,
2016 was not my greatest year.
right. And then so
Her
And-
aunt decided to start. They've been planning it for a while, and then started Alyssa's Adventures, and now it's officially Alyssa's Adventures Foundation.
okay.
We actually have some fundraisers coming up, so please go onto the Facebook page, Alyssa's Adventures Foundation, also on Instagram, and please help out.
So
If
people
we-
can where
we-
where does the money go now for Alyssa's Avengers?
we give back to the hospitals, and we give them holiday meals and toys,
Okay.
and try to bring the holidays more alive for them. And the more money we raise, the more we can do for them.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So let's go over that again because I want to make sure we have that. So on Instagram, they can find Alyssa's
Alyssa's
Avengers.
Adventures
That's
Foundation.
ALYSSAS.
I gotta look this up.
Yes, go right ahead. Did you know about that, Alyssa?
I didn't know the full story of it.
Yeah.
I
quite
do remember
sad.
you posting about it, and when she when you guys have fundraisers about
Yes.
this, but I didn't
We
really
mo- we
know the
may-
story.
We
Isn't the
mainly
color
post on our
purple or
Facebook-
something? Is it the color? Is the color scheme purple or something? I
Yes.
know I
Yes,
purchased
her
some
favorite
purple
color
was purple. Okay, so it's Alyssa's.
Alyssa's Adventures, ALYSSA Adventures Foundation.
Okay, and that's on Instagram.
That's on Instagram and Facebook.
On both, it's spelled the same way, so people can go
Yeah.
to that page on their
Yes.
social media, and there's, I'm sure, lots of ways that they can help out.
Yes.
And this foundation, I'm sure, is something that's near and dear to your heart, obviously, because she
Yeah.
was your friend. Is
we
your
have
friend
an ice
still?
cream fundraiser this Thursday
Oh,
at
okay.
Miss Mindy's in Bayville. And then the 22nd, we have New Jersey Medium coming.
Oh,
Okay.
And
Okay.
we're trying to sell some tickets for that to come. So go on to the Facebook page and get your tickets.
yes, absolutely. Did you hear, Carly? Go on the page and get your tickets. We're running out of time. So real quickly, Carly, where can people find you on social media?
You can find me on my Instagram, Carly, CARLY, J, Runke, RUHNKE.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
And we hope that you come back and see us. I
Of
know I'll
course.
see you hanging around, but we really would like to speak to you some more and
Of
get
course.
into other aspects of your
Yeah,
life
the-
because it's
An
been so
hour is
awesome.
just not enough.
It's not enough.
We already said that
And
from.
That was just the beginning.
Yeah. We really appreciate you coming here and talking to us. We think that we're so blessed to have you in our lives. You're
Yes.
you're an awesome friend and an awesome young lady. It's so awesome that at this stage of my life, two of my closest friends are so much younger than me. I love it. I must be very young spirited. Is that it?
You're absolutely very young spirited.
Yes.
Oh, yay.
Yes.
Okay, that's awesome. So, and you can find us, Brandon and I, at New York City Glitz
Or yes,
on
on
Facebook
Facebook,
or NYC Glitz
on
on
Instagram.
Instagram. And you can also email us at let's talk, TAWK, cat and bram at gmail.com. Send us any subjects you want to talk about. And I think that's it. We'll see you in a couple of weeks. Have a great night. Thanks for tuning in. Bye bye.